Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, whatever. Um, yeah, not much going on here. Everything's closed. Um, uh, I went to 7-Eleven and picked up a couple slices and an energy drink, and now I'm back in my tent. Not working today. I got a job recently at a Fred Meyer, which is like a grocery store type thing, um, as a bag person. Um, I'm just an old guy bagging groceries, and I can barely do it, honestly. It's um, it's a fair amount of work. Um, I'm only working 16 hours a week, 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. But it's by the third or fourth day, I'm done physically. Like if I have to bend over or anything like that, I'm in severe pain. I'm thinking that maybe if I just work there and I'm on my feet for a little bit, then I'll be fine. But either way, regardless of how that works out, I'm going to push through it. The good thing about it is, A, they pay weekly, and B, they have this daily pay app, which is like it ties into their payroll. So after you work that day, you can get a portion of your pay direct deposited to you that day, same day or the next day. And so I've had that, and I've had the ability to, kind of get some upgrades in my life that I've needed, and have money on a daily basis, even if it's not much. But like getting underwear, socks, another shirt, and just hot food. Honestly, that's the biggest bonus. Lately, though, I've been feeling like I really need a shower. The thing is when you're doing your like laundry, doing it like hobo laundry style, or you're washing all your stuff and same out to driving. Not that you can do a great deal of that in this kind of weather, the cold and the wet, because the stuff doesn't dry. But overall, you can still. But the problem is you have diminishing returns with regards to cleanliness when you wash them that way. Like you'll do laundry at a laundromat, and then the next 5 or 10 times you do your laundry, they're still fairly clean, but it gets to a point where they just have an aroma, a smell to them that's not great. And the only way to fix that is by doing laundry again. And the same thing goes with hobo baths. Like I've like in February, I guess at the end of February, I headed out on my walk, and from that point until today, there was only one point in which I took a shower for one night, which is when I was in Johnson City, or the Tri-Cities, Bristol or whatever. And I got a hotel that night and took a shower, and then I was out here, and no shower since. I think my birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I think as a treat to myself, I'm going to save up and do like a night in a hotel. Just the thing is, I hate doing one night in a hotel. Like I'm much more of a fan of 2 nights in a row. Like because you can't really, like, you check in at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you got to be out by 11. It's not even a 24-hour period. Whereas if you're doing it 2 days, then you can sleep in that day and wake up whenever you want. In the middle of the day, you can take multiple baths or showers, right? So I might try to do 2 days if I can. It really depends on if I'm going to do it here locally or closer to town. Closer to town would be more options, but we'll just see. But yeah, I really do need, because the thing is even after like doing a hobo bath every day, you can get fairly clean, and you can focus on parts of your body that like you miss like the back of your arms. They almost you know, you got to focus on doing that. The problem is it's so cold out. Like it's gonna get into the, like last night it was 34 low, which I slept pretty good, and like tonight it's gonna get down to 31. It's gonna pretty much stay at 31 to 34. Um, but you know, I don't have a hobo stove anymore. I got rid of that when I got this tent and got rid of the other camp spot. Or got rid of my other tent, whatever, because it just gets black with ash and whatever, or residue from the fire, and it's just messy. But like when you wash yourself, you really got to focus on those areas. And I'm sure there's parts of my back that I've never actually touched with a washcloth or bathed with in the last year. I don't know. It might just be a black spot. I doubt it. But because when you sweat, that cleans the body in its own way. Maybe not a great way, but I just need a shower, I think. My tent is working pretty well. I've got, I was able to get another sleeping bag, and I safety pinned it to the other one, so it's covering. And there is a condensation issue, but the thing is it's like a battle. You have to kind of figure out what is a good compromise, because obviously if you've got, like I've got a tarp over the top of everything, and that holds the heat in. Having these sleeping bags on here really trap the heat in really well. It also traps a lot of the vapors coming out of my mouth really well. So, I've got like a towel that I just kind of wipe the walls in the morning or whenever. So there's a lot of condensation, not really on the back wall or the front, which is important to me. When it got down to like, what was it, 36 the other night, I just left the sleeping bag on the front up and this window open, and it was fine. There wasn't too much condensation, but like last night and tonight it's going to get down to 31, so I'm definitely closing up shop. It's interesting too. It dulls a little bit of the sound from the next door parking lot, so that's kind of nice. I don't get to hear every little sound, but it's like, yes, I don't want to deal with the condensation, but at the same time, I don't want to be cold. And if being warm trumps the annoyance of condensation, I would like a good compromise. But at this point, the last couple of days, like I worked the last 2 days, I'm going to work the next 2 days, and it's not long days. But the problem is like I said, I'm so, like, I've got the physical problems that I do that even after being on my feet for 4 hours, doing what I do, it puts me in a place where I can't really, I'm physically maybe exhausted. I don't know if that's the word. I don't think I'm exhausted, but like I need to sit the heck down, but yeah, some other things, I guess since I last updated y'all, my situation and all that, the guy that lives, 150 feet away, he actually stays there with his sister, and he's not schizophrenic. I guess, he likes to drink and get rowdy and stuff sometimes. I've seen him a couple of times, talked to him a couple times, and his sister. They seem like good people, and that's important. It's important to kind of know and get to know the people that are in your immediate space, right? I know that there's a trail over here, and there are a few homeless people there, but they're far enough away that I don't feel that I need to, get to know them. The guy and his sister over here, we kind of meet every now and again because we're going, we enter via the same trail essentially. So, but they seem like good people, and they have a clean camp setup type thing. He's been doing it for about a year now, and that's a long time. Um, you know, I think he works every now and again. Um, he says he's got a mattress in his tent. He's got a bucket to pee in, and then when it gets, I don't know how full it gets, but he'll take it, deep into the woods and dump it and bring it back. So that's the way. I don't really worry about that here. It rains enough. I've got a designated pee spot, right? So I'll walk 15, 20 feet that way and pee in the same spot. You don't want to spread around that odor. And if it gets to a point where it does get a little, odorific, yeah. Then what I'll do is I'll get some lemons and some baking soda and some water and just kind of spray the area. That usually takes care of it. Lemons are really great for odors and things like that. But yeah, so I guess things are going okay. I've been feeling very, lonely, I guess is the word. It's that time of year where, yeah, it's just a lonely time of year, honestly. I mean, it's like, I don't, today is Thanksgiving. I do not, I've never liked Thanksgiving food, I don't, I mean, like I like turkey okay. I like, ham. I like, but I like that kind of thing like sliced and on a hoagie sandwich. I do not like big chunks of turkey and, mashed potatoes. Home cooking is not my thing. If there was a holiday for New York style pizza, that'd be a different story. I'm all about that. But yeah, I'm just kind of not that. So I don't really miss the food, but I do miss the time of year where everybody typically comes together and gives thanks and stuff like that. And I'm grateful to have what little I have, but still it's lonely. I mean, it's not like there's not a lot of interaction on an interpersonal level. I mean, I do Marco Polo, and I'm able to keep in touch with people in a way, and that's okay. But and like I've got my neighbors. I'll talk to them now and again, or some people at work, I guess. But it's not the same. It's not like I don't know. It's lonely. It's a lonely life, and I was getting kind of upset because I was like, well, after my first week, I was like, man, I'm working 16 hours, and that puts me down for 2 days, and I don't feel like doing videos. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just tired. And so what do you do with that? I mean, maybe I could get it means that I can't really work more than I'm working 16 hours, 4 hours a day. That's terrible. How am I going to get myself out of this situation? Right. And that was the, where I was stressing out at, because like I don't want to go back to working at a call center, honestly. I mean, I guess I could do it for a couple of months, just to save up money, maybe get a car, maybe get a van and live out of a van. That would be a step up, but at the same time it'd be a step up, but at the same time there are challenges to living in a vehicle. So I don't know. Either way, like I've been essentially in this situation for the last 2 years now, almost, and I'm really ready to be done with it. I want to hang out with people without having to worry about odor issues, or, you know what I mean? I want to hang out with people. I want to, not have to worry about the stuff that I worry about. But, I don't know, just keep, the thing is I get to that point. I've been to this point a lot, and you know, the holidays are definitely hard. Like Christmas is going to be hard. It's one of my better holidays. But maybe, you know, me staying in a hotel room, that will help. Maybe I'll do something for myself. Maybe order some New York style pizza from somewhere. I don't know if there's such a place around here. But yeah, I mean, I'm really just kind of done with this. I don't know where to go from here. Um, but I guess the goal hasn't changed, you know. Wake up in the morning and keep trying, keep doing your best that you can do, and try to have a really great attitude, because let if you let that drop, then you're just going to have some pretty crappy days. And just keep letting that light shine, and you know, do things according to your conscience. That's important. And maybe tomorrow will be a better day. I hope your road's a good one. I hope if you're homeless, it doesn't suck for you. Hobo Yeti signing off.